Welcome back. I'm your mindset coach, Regina Renee Williams, and this is where you want to be to learn about mindset, limiting beliefs, inner strength, and I have some affirmations for you too from time to time. Now, if that sounds good to you, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button and tap that bell so you don't miss when I upload new videos each and every week. And be sure to stay till the end when I will be sharing a great resource that you can leverage to shift your mindset in your daily life. Okay, so in last week's video, we chatted about the benefits of asking for help. And I believe that asking for help speaks to your self-awareness, right? And your basic needs. But if you didn't get a chance to check out that video, you can watch it up here after this one. Now, in today's video, you are going to learn about some more basics that we must be aware of as humans, which are the human emotions of anger, pain, fear, regret, desire, and love. All right, so let's get into it. Now, don't get me wrong. I know that we have an awareness of the types of feelings that come up throughout life, right? You know what anger and fear feel like. But do you know what it feels like to get angry? And you know how your body and mind react to pain, what being fearful looks like, you know that, and how it feels to be or feel regretful, what it means to desire something or someone, and how it feels to experience love. However, what I've learned over the years and what I want for you to learn as well is that most times we are so stuck on the hamster wheel of life that we do not take the time to truly recognize those emotions and sit in them for a good period of time to truly feel them, digest them, and respond. Not react, but respond to them. I think the process of doing so is so important, to dissect and analyze it for a better understanding of what awareness around those emotions means when it comes to these 6 human emotions. So the first human emotion I'd like to share is fear. Oh my gosh. Now, fear as a noun is defined as an unpleasant emotion caused by the belief that someone or something is dangerous or likely to cause pain or threat. Now, anger as a verb means to be afraid of someone or something that is likely to be dangerous or painful or threatening. Now, I don't know about you, but even the definition evokes an emotion in me that is, let's just say, less than delightful, right? It's important to know that fear is a powerful emotion that can also play a huge role in your survival. Because think of it like this. Fear is the emotional response to an immediate threat that you are encountering at that moment, right? But here's the key in being aware. You must recognize and acknowledge your body language, your facial expressions, and your physiological reactions. So things like widening of the eyes, right? A feeling like you want to run and get the heck out of Dodge, or maybe you start breathing rapidly and your heart starts pounding out of control. Being aware of those emotions can save you from something awful. But it can also just be an indicator from your brain that you are doing something different and outside of your comfort zone. Whatever it may be, my advice to you is to pause and take time to reflect on why you are feeling this way. Now, of course, in the case of immediate danger, for instance, bodily harm or imminent threat, right, of some sort, there's not too much thinking that has to be done in that moment. But what I'm talking about is from a mindset perspective, you may be feeling uncomfortable about a change for the better or for the worse in your life. So I encourage you to embrace it and figure out how to manage it to create a solution and overcome feeling that way. Now, I encourage you to check out this video that has affirmations for getting comfortable being uncomfortable to rid yourself of the fear of leaving your comfort zone. All right, so the next human emotion is anger. Now, anger as a noun is a strong feeling of annoyance, displeasure, or hostility. And as a verb, it means to fill someone with anger or to provoke anger inward. With anger, it also plays an important role in our fight or flight response. By giving off a feelings of agitation, frustration towards others, or even yourself. Typically, anger is thought to be a negative emotion, right? Well, just so you know, it can also be a good thing. When we feel or express anger, it can help you clarify your needs in a relationship, for instance. It can also motivate you to take action and find solutions to things that are bothering you. I know for me, it has done just that. In moments or, times when I've been angry at someone or myself, taking a moment to think through the why can often bring me to the how I can overcome whatever issue that is causing me anger. So please be aware of that. Having feelings of anger is natural and does not necessarily have to carry the negative connotation that I think we have been so conditioned to believe. Again, use it as fuel to the problem solving and to get clear on how to move forward. The next emotion is pain. Now, the noun of pain says that it is physical suffering or discomfort caused by an illness or injury. Now, as a verb, it means careful effort or great care or trouble. Research shows that there are different thresholds of pain, which means the minimum intensity at which a person begins to perceive or sense a stimulus as being painful. And then, of course, you have pain tolerance, which is the maximum amount or level of pain a person can tolerate or bear. So, in thinking about having an awareness of when you are feeling pain, I think there is no question as to when you're experiencing it, but rather what's important is how to handle or deal with it when you do. Like fear and anger, you can reframe it to be in the positive sense. For instance, it makes you think thoroughly about why you are feeling it. You could be feeling physical pain as a result of an intense workout that you will eventually benefit from, right? Or emotional or mental pain where, let's say, you are going through a breakup with a boyfriend or girlfriend, or even a divorce from a spouse, and you undoubtedly will feel some level of pain and hurt. But you will ultimately be better off without them. So it's like the other emotions. Pain is a necessary evil that must be dealt with, and you must have an understanding and awareness of why you are experiencing it. Then you can manage it a whole lot better as a result. Okay, so now we have regret. Yikes. I know for me, I have committed to having no regrets, but that means making sure my mind, body, and soul line up with how I am living my life, or vice versa. How I am living my life should align with my mind, body, and soul. So let's get into how regret is defined. As a noun, regret is a feeling of sadness, repentance, or disappointment over something that has happened or has been done, right? And as a verb, it means to feel sad or repentant or disappointed over something that has happened or been done, especially a loss or missed opportunity. Oh yeah. Now let's focus on that missed opportunity piece of this definition. That's what I'm talking about. A missed opportunity, right? I mean, that could be a missed chance, a miss on something you wanted to do or say, and that can feel awful, right? And there is nothing like wishing you would have said something to someone you love or someone you dislike for that matter. Or how horrible it feels to not have taken an opportunity to participate in an event or a trip that could have changed your life. A way to be aware of what regret feels like is to have your heart and mind be on the same frequency and express yourself accordingly. In other words, say what you are actually thinking or how you feel directly, right, in that moment. Otherwise, after that opportunity has passed, you will undoubtedly feel, guess what? Regret. Now, don't get me wrong. When expressing your feelings to someone, please, 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 as my mentor Lisa Nichols always says, leave their dignity intact. And a great way to do that is to have tact or be tactful always when dealing with people. Because while you don't want to have regret about missing the opportunity to express yourself, right? You also do not want to be regretful about how you did it. So, in being aware of regret, I think about, your self-talk after an interaction. Are you always thinking one way but saying something different in that moment and feel less than happy about it afterwards? Well, that, my friend, is called regret. So, acknowledging this feeling, this emotion can help you going forward in how you conduct and express yourself to others. So try to think about that. All right, so it's time for a pulse check. Tell me about a time when you regretted something and what you did to avoid feeling regretful in the future. Go ahead and comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, so here we go with desire. Oh boy, this is a feel-good one, right? Well, maybe not all the time, but let me tell you why. So desire as a noun is a strong feeling of wanting to have something or wishing for something to happen. And as a verb, it is to strongly wish for or want something. Now, this sounds great when you think about achieving goals and aspirations in your life and having a strong determination to reach for the stars when it comes to what you want in life, because those are typically positive things, right? However, let's not forget you can also desire something that is not the best for you. For instance, while you may have a strong desire to lose weight, you also have a strong desire to eat poorly. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Having that donut, those cookies, or those chips, right? I know I'm a chip person, so I get it. Believe me, I know how powerful desire can be. What's important to realize is that being aware of desires and how they impact your life is the key to being able to keep them at bay when they are negative and fuel them when they are positive. Speaking of which, if you need some help with how you are living, check out this video where I talk about being clear on what you are making optional versus non-negotiable. All right, so the sixth human emotion I want to share is, last but not least, love. Oh, Lord knows I've experienced love in so many ways throughout my life. And Lord knows that ain't always turned out to be true love. But I tell you what, I have no regrets. If we're all being adults here, we know that lust can be mistaken for love. And we know that physical, emotional, and mental abuse can be mistaken for love as well, right? And we often think that love can conquer all. Love is a crazy thing, and it most definitely is a thing that can drive you crazy, right? With all that being said, I will say this. Having an awareness of the emotion of love is to be clear on what it is and what it is not. Period. I know oftentimes a relationship may start off as loving and caring, but turn into something very different. I know that our love of things like material things or even food can start off great, but turn into an obsession that can be damaging to our mind, body, and soul. So, being aware of love for me means checking in with yourself about how your quote unquote love is feeling to you holistically, and ensure that you find it in alignment with your wants and needs and truly what you're trying to fulfill in your life. Now, if you need some affirmations for attracting loving and caring relationships, check out this video to help you with that. Okay, so in a nutshell, now I know you're like, Regina, you've been talking too long for anything to be in a nutshell at this point. I know. Well, bear with me because I just wanted to say that it is so important to take a frequent pulse check on your emotions. Think of it as a checkup on yourself to tap into how you are feeling, what emotions you are feeling, and why. Then make the necessary tweaks where needed. This way, you can stay in alignment with your purpose in this life and live this life abundantly. If you want my thoughts on living an abundant life, check out this video where I do a review on my mentor Lisa Nichols' book, Abundance Now, and share my thoughts on shifting your mindset on how you can live your life. All right. So now, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, the resource I wanted to share is my Dream Life Manifesting Planner. Now, this planner is going to take you through the actual steps you need to not only overcome your limiting beliefs about your life, but also craft the ideal life you desire. It will prompt you to think about your life and the vision you have for yourself in ways that you have never done before. So please head down to the description below this video and click the link to download it now. And one more thing, if you like this video, please let me know and let YouTube know by giving it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and tap that bell so you don't miss when I upload new videos each and every week. Okay, so that's all I have for now. That's all I got for this week. But remember, once you believe you can, you will. I'm just trying to help you get there.